All right, joining us now is the man I mentioned, the president of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, Paul Rinaldi. Paul, first of all, I mean, look, you guys are not people who get the rest of us appreciating what you do on a daily basis, because you do what you do well, and the rest of us take for granted that planes are separated from each other in the air and land safety without crashing into each other, thanks to air traffic controllers.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Thanks for having me on. We have to be 100% at a time, with 100% of our focus at the task at hand of separating the airplanes over the skies of the United States.
So now you guys are suing the administration. What do you hope to aim? What does success look like to you in this lawsuit?
Well, as you said on the top of the hour, our controllers are showing up to work. They're doing their job. They're working 60 hours a week with some overtime in there. They're doing everything they're supposed to do, serving the American public, and it is the United States of America, and they deserve their paycheck.
So you met earlier today with Senators Tim Kaine and Mark Warner of Virginia. Did they advise you that suing was the way to go?
We really didn't talk about the lawsuit. We were talking about the real issues and the real consequences of these real people that are either coming to work and not getting paid, spending the money, the gas money, paying for child care, paying their mortgage, paying their credit card bills. You know, as you know, January is usually the largest credit card bill you would get because of the holidays that happen in December. Doing all of that and not getting a paycheck. And yeah, some of them do have savings, but at the end of the day, the morale is really dropping quickly when you see a zero paycheck coming in.
So that's a good point you make. Look, some of them do have savings. Nobody ever says that, wow, air traffic controllers are overpaid or you know, sort of at this upper echelon of earning. But, you know, they may have savings. But let's just talk about the degree to which this is a stressful job. You said it at the top. We have to be 100% of the time, right? There is zero room for error in the work of an air traffic controller.
That's exactly right. You know, and the thing is, we have many FAA safety employees that are staying home at this time because they're deemed non-essential or not accepted to come to work, and they play a very important role in the whole safety net of the national airspace system, and we want to get them back to work immediately. I mean, we've been working on some safety programs and equipment and procedures that we need to get back to work immediately so that we can actually implement these safety programs and enhance the safety of the United States airspace system.
So what does that mean in terms of everyone being able to get their job done? If the non-essential workers are being left home, who's actually doing their stuff?
The work is not getting done. We have actually seen, you know, we have a program which helps controllers determine if airplanes are lined up on the right runway or even a taxiway, because we do have a problem of wrong surface landings in this system, and we've implemented new equipment to make sure that we have the best equipment to make sure that those airplanes are safe and lining up on runways.
How is that non-essential?
Right. How is it not essential that we know that a plane doesn't land on a taxiway as opposed to a runway? We've had a few close calls with this kind of thing, and every time there's a close call, someone says, had that happened, that would have been one of the worst tragedies we'd ever seen. A plane coming in to a taxiway where there are other planes. There are people who keep this from happening. I just don't even understand why this isn't essential, but how we contribute to people who are not getting paid for this kind of work. They need their full attention on that job. So you're saying stuff like that, that program just doesn't move forward for now?
Has stopped. That has stopped. And you're right. How is that not essential? I think every role, every safety professional in the FAA needs to come to work and continue to work on at their job to make sure we enhance the safety of the system and continue to run the safest, most efficient system in the world. But more importantly, they also need to get paid. They do a fantastic job, 100% of the time, with a zero paycheck that hit last night and this morning. It's unacceptable. We're tired of being pawns in a political battle in the middle of a tug-of-war, whatever the issue is, whether it's gun control, whether it's Planned Parenthood, whether it's health care, or now it's immigration. Knock it off. We run the safest, most efficient system in the world. Let us continue to work and do that job, and also pay us for the great job we do.
Well said, Paul. Thank you very much. And again, thanks to all your workers and the members of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association for keeping us safe on an ongoing basis. Paul Rinaldi is the president.